Tune in to Lion Eye View TV.
Lion Eye View TV. This is the Zion Eye View TV. Anytime you see me, I'm always bridging that gap you see. From Corozal to PG, Addis Ababa to Belize City. Always in some kind of industry. Always a helping up who used to be free. Always hitting up His Majesty. But gon' know Empress Menin is the key. I feel balance every energy. Come to set the pace and set the people free. Give thanks to the ancestors. I share to all our higher predecessors who paved the way and helped to make it so much better. In this time so I and I could come and be her steppers and do the rights and break the chains and bust with all the fetters. Big up to Philip Wilson and Antonio Soberanes. A couple of we heroes when I get them proper homage. Big up to Major Roberts and Miss Gwen Lizaraga. A couple of we heroes will help make you through the saga. I share to Carl Hushna, he's Belize's greatest doctor. Another our hero got to mention in the factor. Henry Fairweather and Nurse Vivian C. Big up, blessed love and blessed be. Big up to Mr. Peters and Miss Leela Vernon. A couple of we legends when we come for bless the sermon. Big up to Andy P and Mr. Paul Namor. And hail to all we heroes as we know them anymore. Lion Eye View TV. This is the Zion Eye View TV. Every time you see me, I'm always bridging that gap you see. From Corozal to PG, Addis Ababa to Belize City. Always in some kind of industry. Always a helping up the used to be free. Lion Eye TV with your host, Priest Seraphim L. This is the Zion Eye View you see. Bridging the gap from Belize to Africa, Africa to Belize. Land of the gods with the cool breeze. Ease that your art to represent. Lion Eye View TV with your host, Priest Seraphim L. This is the I, Rasta Art, to represent.
Lion Eye View TV.
Mile 41.
Representing for Face It Production.
Lion Eye View TV. Rastafari.
Yes, I.
Yes, I. Greetings.
Yes, I am.
I am the host, Seraphim L, with my guest,
Nello player.
Nello Player. This
man,
is the
bless the love.
one Nello Player. Yes, I. Bless the love, King.
CM Rasta. All
Rastafari.
good?
Yeah, man. So how do I everything Harry?
Everything Harry right now, you know, everything
blessed.
balanced.
Yes.
Try keeping them.
I know the I been in the music business doing a thing for a couple of years now, so
Yeah.
I know you have a lot to express to the people, eh?
Yeah, more than a couple, you know, I had to say a few.
A few.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So we inspire the eye to make the eye we motivate the eye to have the ambition to deal with the music.
Deal with the music, right? Yeah, very good question. I think it comes as who you are, you know. I know Ras Seraphim for some years, and this brother has always been on these type of initiative and a creative perspective. So I think it's something in it, something that's within, right? So I like to think that I blessed with the same type of mind for be creative, or for for move on how I man think and live.
Yes,
you know, because my music now a part of how I live too.
Liberty is a liberty.
Yes, man, it's very important for I feature my lifestyle in my music. So
yes,
that's my inspiration, you know, my lifestyle.
So the most of your music is about different stories about people, about life, or
Yes, definitely. I like to draw from life experiences, things around me. People always ask this question, like, who you write that song about, or you write that song about a particular person or whatnot. I think we all have a conscious mind somewhere deep down there, even if we don't utilize it, a lot of us.
Yes,
you know, so we see life, we see things around us, so we see things happening, and I express that in our music. Like, maybe I say how the neighbor they live and the neighbor they argue amongst themselves often, so I might jump behind the microphone and preach something or speak against that, or we speak to how we could not have to do that.
That's right. That's right. It's good to know that, you know, because sometimes your music have to have meaning. You have to be meaningful.
Definitely, you know. I often say to people that vibration and frequency real. You understand?
True.
So whatever frequency you vibrate on, people around you or people will listen to you they get captured on some level.
Yes,
So,
I.
you know, I have to express myself in a positive light. And I always say, like, I don't know no next way
Yes, I.
how to put out my music or what to put in my music.
Yes, I.
You know, because you know, here I say take my gun and go shoot down Seraphim in my music.
All right,
You
all
understand?
right.
It wouldn't rest well with me if you even record that, brother.
Yes, I. Yes,
You
I.
understand?
We have to have some kind of moral in our life.
Now, a very good word.
Yeah, yeah, we have to have that in our life because people take it. Word song is power. So when you put out, that's the energy where you get.
Yes, I.
You see it? So we have to be mindful of the signal and the message that we put out to the youths because the youths, they gravitate to the song, and if you're living one way and you're saying something else, it's not good, you know. And in this time we need to really let the youth them realize how important life is.
Yeah. But these days, I want to try to combat that with one thing called freedom of speech. You know, to me that deflect responsibility.
All
They
right.
said, because they like say that music, that one avenue where you're supposed to express yourself freely, and you could say what you want.
See?
That just one creative side of you, but what about the responsibility side?
Yes,
You
sir.
know, because to me there's a limit to what you should say, brother.
True.
You understand?
True.
There's a limit. You can't say that, okay, you did glorify the gun lyrics in your music and say that just music.
Yeah.
What you said just now,
Exactly.
youth man, then they listen,
Yeah,
you
listen.
know, and that charge up their mind, and
Yes,
then
sir.
they act upon that a lot of times, not all the time,
True.
but a lot of times.
Well, we know that the music industry is corrupted when it comes to the manipulation of the production.
Yeah.
Because most people, they look on it as degrading and trying to manipulate the mind.
Yeah.
But you have good conscious people putting out good music where elevate the mind.
Correct.
So we have to be careful when you take deals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you have more control of your music, you
Yeah.
have more what to say.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes it's hard. But, you know, since we're here, what age did I really think about, like, say, get into this music business? Because, you know,
Yes, I.
like, how long you been aiming towards this direction? Because I know you've been putting on music for what 15 years now?
Yeah, a little over, I think.
Yeah.
But again, a good question, because I think I like to think that I may start late, Russ. I
Yeah.
may start very late. Before that, I just me used to mess around. By the way, we did do this interview in the area I grew up in, right? I grew up on Black Orchid Street, which is 1 block away over that side.
Good, good.
You know, so I did 1 block away from where I grew up. I used to start to mess with it for one CD radio, one radio where I play CD and cassette.
All right.
Right, and that I think I'm in high school at the time.
But what year was that?
I only could tell you the year where I actually started to do music. I would say power level where I put it out.
Okay.
2003.
All right.
You know that when I started to put out music.
Before that, you was experimenting.
Yeah, with Height Survive. That my first.
All right. So you was with who?
Height Survive, yeah.
All right. That was a production.
Yeah, that me the first studio house and camp where I come out and where my music come from. That the
so you
Father
had,
Lee
you,
and
all right. You had other artists.
yeah, Dan Marcus, and that where I meet Young C.
Okay. Yes, so I understand that that you play in different band. What was the band that we was reasoning about a little while ago?
Okay, I was telling you about Verge of Umbra. Verge of Umbra was a band that I was a part of, blessed to be a part of. That was a rock band, that was a fusion band that was like metal, heavy metal, hip hop and reggae, you know. And because of Verge of Umbra, I got to see a lot of surrounding countries in Central America.
Okay.
You know, we went to Guatemala a few times, and we went to Petén to play a couple of times. That's not too far outside of Belize. Got to see Honduras, Salvador, and Guatemala City. You know.
So the trip in Guatemala was what? Was a contest? Was a
Yes.
battle of the band?
Yeah, it was a battle of the bands type of thing. We went for a competition to see who was the best band in Central America to go to Germany. So we won against groups from Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Honduras as the best band in Central America to go and represent Belize in Germany.
Okay.
So we went to Germany, Wacken Music Festival. That was in 2017, and we played 6 out of like 29 bands. We played 6.
Wow.
And we missed it by 1, man, because from 1 to 5 they got prizes and monetary prizes, good money.
All right.
You know, so we missed it by 1.
So the crowd received you good in Germany.
Oh yeah, we performed to this date. I think that's the largest crowd I've performed in front of. I think it was near 15,000 people.
Wow.
And yeah, they really liked our band. I guess it was a first hearing like this, and I guess to see 2 black dreadlocks, man, they
Yes,
do this
aye.
type of music. And you know, of course I went to I was the reggae element in the band,
All right.
and it was just a song group, a group of guys together. Myself and Chenko as the vocalist,
Okay.
Lowell Gillett on bass, Andres Pineda on guitar, and Faith Madabuko on
Okay.
drums. You know.
Yes, I.
You know.
You mentioned earlier about you was on the stage with other artists. That was what, in California or Florida?
I've never been to California.
Oh, all right.
It was Florida, yeah. I've been to Florida a couple times thanks to my good friend Michael Young. Michael Devin Young, no, he acted as an agent for me for some years, and he got me a couple good shows in the US, in Florida. He lives in Florida.
All right. So the stage, you share stage with other artists.
Yeah, one of the shows in Florida was the One Caribbean Music Festival.
All right, Caribbean Music Festival.
Yeah, One Caribbean Music Festival. That was a big show that had artists such as Maxi Priest, such as Marcia Griffith, such as Sean Paul, all of us sharing the same stage and getting pretty much the same sort of treatment leading up to performance time, you know.
That was what, in the summer or?
I think it was a summer. It was a summer of 2015 or 16, because we went back to Florida for another big show.
All right.
With Skip Marley and Glenn Washingtons and Force MDs. Force MDs are platinum selling American R&B group.
Yes, I.
So we got to meet all of these people, Cedella Marley, and you know,
Congratulations.
spoke to them. Thanks, my brother.
You know.
So music.
Music is the key to life, and this is why we want people to realize that we have talent in Belize and make people recognize how important we need to support each other. You
Correct.
know, and play our music on the radio, because that's one of the biggest downfalls I realize. Yes, we get some radio play, but at the same time we need more radio play and more
Definitely.
representation of our local artists, you know, and give the artists more work.
Yeah, correct.
You know?
Correct. You know, and we mentioned something earlier that a lot of music circulating these days, and a lot of low soul music, a lot of music with low morale.
Low frequency.
Yeah, low frequency, and we mentioned that a lot of these artists hide behind the guise of freedom of speech. And I want to say that, okay, music, you're supposed to be able to say what you want.
Yes,
That is
right.
one form of expression.
Yes,
But in you saying that, you ditch your responsibility.
Yes,
You know, whatever you put out there in the world, it have weight, it carry weight.
Yes, I.
So a lot of people in tune with what you're putting out there and adding that on some level unconsciously to their lives, you know.
Especially younger youths, because the youth, they gravitate into the music. So if you put out positive music, hopefully it could balance them out, you know.
Yeah, I reach a state right now where the youth, they don't even want to hear positive music, you know.
Yeah.
They want to hear different aggressive music.
Well, that is because of the people that is promoting the production, or the like, you selling your soul, right? Most people are selling their soul because they want to gain the world. But once you have artists that is singing positive music, you have to look for them.
Yeah, well, that never stopped me from the positive music, you know. You might get less popular, but that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
I know to change my vibration for
Yeah.
make the type of music where people gravitate to. It's just not me, you know.
That's right. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a set of guys that we put together. Myself and Mr. Amal Jones, who's my band leader. You know, his brother Musa El Shahid, he plays drum for us, djembe drums, and he seconds as playing the drum kit as well. You have Mr. Sion Richards, who also plays keyboard, as well as Amal, no? And then we have Faith Madabuko again, my friend from Verge of Umrah, who plays our drums for us, our lead drummer, drum kit. But yeah, that's a band that replicates my work live on stage, you know.
Yes, right.
So and again, that is important to me to have a live replication of my work,
Yes,
of the songs I sing. That's important, you know. I always try to have a band assembled to play live music. As I
Players
think,
of instrument.
yeah, I always think that is needed, you know. That
It is.
that's a part of completing the whole circle of music,
That's right.
you know.
That's right. So tell me, throughout these years you've been dealing with the music, how much you've been writing a lot of singles, or did you did an album?
Yeah, what we were touching on earlier was when I started, mixtapes were the thing. You know, I was telling you earlier that we used to always view an album as something very serious, something more serious, where you have to put more time into, get the monies together, get the sponsorship, get the music videos. And of course, now things have changed. An album is easy to produce and put out. So
Yes,
to this date, I say I'd have about, the last time I checked, I stopped at like volume 9 for mixtapes.
all right.
You know, so I have, these are CDs put together, compilations with music, some with 18 tracks, some with 10 tracks, some with 15 tracks. So I stopped at volume 9. But at present I have like 3 albums I'm working on, you know.
All right.
These are shorter albums. These are these are what, LP? Get confused with the EP and the LP thing sometimes, long play and extended play.
Yeah.
But these are albums that have 5 songs, 7 songs, so forth. You know, I have a few of those in the works and almost completed.
Okay.
But yeah, look out for new music from Nello Player. Definitely, we have them stacked up, but it's no longer about just releasing music. You
Yeah.
want it to release
At the
with a
right time.
purpose.
Yes, I.
You know, with a purpose. Because I could give you a song every day, Seraphim,
Ah.
that were already recorded, already finished. But you want it to be released properly on all the platforms. You want it available for sale.
Yes, I.
Some of them you want to have a music video.
So if anybody
know.
want to get in touch with the eye, you could explain to them or tell them your number or.
Yeah, you can reach me on all my social media platforms. We're very active up there, and we check those things the time. Nello Player at Facebook/Nello Player. I have 2 pages on there. Anyone you could message and send us a message, reach out to us, or you could message me at my email nelloplayer@gmail.com. And Instagram, same thing, Instagram/NelloPlayer. And my number is also 650-1411 for any kind of business, or if you want to hire the band, you know, link up and reach out to us. We have a good array of music to offer, and for any occasion. We do a lot of covers, a lot of Lord Ray-Ban covers, a lot of Belizean covers, reggae covers, as well as a lot of original music. So feel free to link up and connect with us, no?
So did you collaborate with anyone else in Belize here?
Yes, man, you know, Jaris Soul, Ras Mobile Malachi, you know,
Yes, I.
artists who paved the way in reggae music on the international scene for Belize, you know, and Ella to me, who I look up to, who I gain a lot of knowledge from and gain a lot of respect from this man, you know. Oftentimes I'd reach out to my fellow Belizean artists to do collaborations, and they just have your power turn around.
Yeah.
You know, and as I was telling Ras Seraphim earlier, a lot of the artists not pay no homage or pay no respect to artists who's been doing it before them and who sort of paved the way. You know, I'm not about that life. You know, I reach out to a lot of these artists. Kenny G, Daddy Russian just passed away, you know, rest his soul. You know, Gambino, I often told Gambino, you know, I respect on craft, and you know that before I appreciate, you know, Hooligan, same thing. You know, Dan Marcus, artist who bring me to the stage, he know how much respect I have for him, you know.
Yes, I.
So Mobile Malachi here and I have a couple singles together, one that has a video,
What's the name of that video?
That song and video is called I can't remember it, but you just go on YouTube and search Nello Player and Mobile Malachi.
Something about ancestors.
Ancestors, yeah, Ancestors Calling.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you did a part of that video in my yard.
Correct, Ras Seraphim. Thanks for the extender courtesy there likewise.
Yes, I.
Yeah, Ancestors Calling, exactly. That's the name of that song. And that's a special song to me. Sometimes I don't even want to listen to it because it brings about a lot of memories. I need
Yes,
to
I.
get past it and
And the brother is an ancestor right now.
yes, man, he is correct.
So give
Mobile
thanks for
pass.
mobile Malaki. Yes, I. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
man. We have another one on video to release from here and I.
Okay.
It hasn't released as yet. Yeah.
So, do you have any artists out of Belize that you collaborate with so far?
I did a collaboration long time ago with Jatonna. That's an artist from David House. That's Capleton's. He opens for Capleton. And who else I've collabed with? I would have to think about it, but the collaborations haven't been something that I seek, but I said this coming year, me and my producer friend in the States, we're going to get some collabs under the buckle. Because it's not hard, you know. I remember at one time reaching out to Junior Reed's people for a collaboration, and the monies wasn't too high that I couldn't afford it. But it was just the time, you know. One of the times I was in the States, in New York, and he was somewhere else in the States too, not in New York. So it would have been a thing that he's sing a thing over there, I sing over here, and we put it together.
Combine together.
Yeah, so the collaborations aren't hard to get, but you do have to have some cash, you know.
Yes, I. Yes, I. You had mentioned earlier about you did some work concerning niche with the you did a what was that, a contest or something?
Oh yeah, it was a contest. It was a contest. A lot of Belizeans know me for National Song September Song Competition. That's how a lot of Belizeans know me, right? In that competition, you have two categories: the patriotic, that we write about Belize, and then the soca side of it. So I often enter the patriotic side.
Okay.
You know, so I've won that. I've participated 5 times in that competition.
Could you give us a little part of that song? Just a little brief, if you can remember. I know it's so many writing you did, so many lyrics. So I respect a man that have over 100 songs, because sometimes a man sing and so much words and combine words with melody. Sometimes it get to a man to know like this.
Oh, you remember all of them, right?
You know, a computer. You know,
yes,
your brain
man,
is like a computer.
Yes, man. How can I live and forget about Belize, the only place that I wanna be? That's one of the songs, and you know that song only took 3rd place, and that's the one that they remember me for the most.
Yes,
and then you had that Belize there. Oh, that Belize where the treasure there. Yeah. And that the jewel we were never left. Right? That was a 1st place song. So competed in that competition 5 times. We came out with a 3rd place, a 2nd place, and 3 1st place, right? So after 5 times, we decided to hang it up with that competition, you know.
Okay, give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, so to speak.
Yes,
but it was a good avenue for some income as well, you know.
Yes,
and to create a good song, because one of my strong points is writing, and you get to display the writing in a competition.
Yeah. So you just do reggae music, or do you do like calypso or soca or song, or do you venture into?
Yeah, I tend to like keep it as a part of our ancestral background, the Ebolites and the rest of the Africans and where we come from, right?
Okay.
And that for us people in Belize, we call ourselves Creole, you know, that broke down type of music. So I have some broke down songs that I do, and I pretty much do reggae and dancehall music. To me, when I decided that I wanted to do music, I had to think about the genre which speak to me most. Because I'm good with the language, I could have don't be one hip hop artist or be one, but I had to speak to the genre where I identify with most, and that's my reggae music. So my music, the mostly reggae music, and they say dancehall music, the reggae is upstart child.
Yes, sir.
When you want to be a little bit more aggressive and
Yes,
a
I.
little bit more upful. So I do reggae and dancehall music. So
Yes, I. Well, you can see on Lion Eye View TV that we are reasoning with the brother Nello player,
yeah,
and we are here extending and let people know that we have talent in Belize. We was reasoning earlier upon the studio that you was in Farbers Road. Could you give a little
correct,
bit of that
correct.
explanation to the people where the music came from with the crew that you was
Okay,
working with?
okay. Yes, man. Give thanks every time to my birthplace of music, that the Heights of Vibe. You know, the people who gave me my first break in music, that the Father Lee and Dan Marcus.
All
You know,
right.
those are the brothers who said, Nello, you could come here. You know, you're the family here, and this is where I got my start. You know, Dan Marcus, I keep telling everybody that he was the first man to put me on a stage. You know, Father Lee was the first man to open his doors, his studio,
Yes,
for
I.
me, for make I go record my music and write my music and be a part of something, you know.
Yes, I.
That was in 2003, where many of us got our start that same year. You know, that same year you had um, Positive Vibes, Javice, who used to be a part of Sons and Egos. Young C, that's where I met Young C, Belizean super producer and engineer, no? Tiara Shine, Consigo, Continental Cat. All of us got our start at Heights of Vibe to actually be on the radio. And Urson Picard, that's Urson was a big part of our studio circle as well, you know, at that time. He made it dominate the radio and Creme.
Yes, I.
So,
So you play all the music.
exactly. So, as being a part of our camp, he write the when the songs get make, and when we finish, we just give him and he play them
Exactly.
on the radio, you know.
Yes, I.
You know, Creme Radio too, you know, that light. Creme Radio was very instrumental in letting the public hear us, you know. They received us.
Paving the way.
Correct, correct. Madaraka Mose, he was very important to us as a friend and as somebody important who believed in us, who played them bally music on the radio, boy. You
Yes,
know,
I.
so
Yes, I.
big up Mose.
Give thanks. Yes, I. It's very important to know, the journey that we take to reach where we at this moment. Sometimes people see and expect it like it's an overnight success or overnight, but the hard work and the effort that you put in shape and create that person in you to bring out the music that you want to bring out,
Definitely, you know, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of late nights in studio. I used to always say, you know, when people they outside the party and whatnot, I'd sit down with my book and my pen, me one in our studio, you know.
Yes, I. Yes, I. So, what I would like to ask is that, what message do you have for the youth them nowadays, the youth them coming up? Not just getting into the music, but just a message in general.
All right, a message to the youths. Life is not a race, man. Life is not a race. I know they try to reach the first and then end up in a no hearse, you know. So again, life is not a race. They know who reach first, you know.
Yes, I.
Try just stick on a positive tangent, on a positive note, and make the most out of your life. So like you want to get up every day. Nobody dreamer say, boy, I want to die tomorrow. You know, everybody wants to continue to live. So
Yes,
how you
I.
want to do that? By the try move positive or move in a sensible way. Anything you try to do against that one deter your living.
Yes, I.
You know, like everybody want a comfortable life for themselves and their families.
Yes,
So
I.
why not work towards that? And the only way you can work towards that through positivity, you can't get up and do negative, they hurt others and whatnot, and expect to reap positivity from that.
That's
You
right.
will never say what you want
Yes.
out of your life for yourself and loved ones.
Yes, I.
You understand me? So to the youth then when they come up, not try to get there faster than how you're supposed to. You know, give yourself time for grow and experience life.
Stages.
Yes, man.
Yes, I. You have a lyrics that you want to just chat for them or sing for them that you could bust right now for them if you don't mind?
I say, one thing and it can't be a bad thing. No force up yourself and embarrass yourself. You go please no one king. Right? There are so many. There are so many.
Yes,
There
I.
are so many. I wanna be free as the bird, where I want to be, where I want to be, with the trees and the herb, where I want to be, yeah, yeah, yeah. What is the price that you have to pay for the life you live? Soon as I say what I have to say, Rasta want it again.
Yes,
The
sir.
revolution won't be televised. The front line so we could look in at the devil eyes. In the heart of Babylon, now where the devil lies. Only thing with them good for that we tell we lies. How much people get victimized, terrorized. All of a sudden they forget when they memorize. All of the facts from the start when me there behind. Knock down any door, kick down any barrier. Watch a man no play, Rasta man no warrior. Marijuana leaves make a fly sky high. Cloud 9 mile high, higher than a harrier. Jet to the future, then lyrics brand new too. Don't be a nuisance and keep the thing neutral. Keep the thing balanced and make sure we're mutual. Streets conversation for all generation. Left you know with something make you pre me meditation. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah man, you're locked into Lion Eye View TV. Nello player says so. Outer international.
Yes, I give thanks.
All the time.
Any place in the world that you never visit before, where would you want to go to pursue or to do a show?
Definitely I'll be Africa Rasta.
Sound good.
Africa.
Very good. What part of Africa?
I haven't thought about it, but I would say Ethiopia, definitely.
Right.
And I want to go to Ethiopia first and foremost, and anywhere else afterwards.
Yeah. Well, Ghana, Ethiopia, Ghana, South Africa.
Yes, I.
All these places is what really dominating right now when it comes to music, various music, and a lot of Rastaman live in these places. So
Yes,
the message will be very worthwhile, you know.
Yes, man, link up Nello player. Just look out for me on any of the platforms them and send I a message and make it happen.
Lion Eye View with Nello player.
Give thanks.
Yes, I. We here reason and expound with the brethren. I want to find out, beside the music, do you have other things that you venture into, like different arts? It could explain to me what you do as on your spare time when you're not dealing with music.
Definitely. All right. I'm also an educator. Parallel to my love for music, I love the visual arts, right? So I draw and I paint, and so when I'm not doing music, I try to occupy my time in the classroom or in some institution where I'm teaching art, you know.
Giving back to the youth.
Exactly. So I am a part-time teacher at Horizon Academy, that's up the road here in Mejia Compound. Yeah, I teach, you know, I draw and I teach, you know. I love painting, I love drawing, so from a young age I was drawing, so we do a lot of painting. Right now we're working on some mural work. Summer has just gone and we did a couple summer programs on with the hub, where we taught a whole cycle of mediums from pencil work to pastel and charcoal to painting. And then we also had the Karim Musa art program, that's summer program, where it was craft work, teaching the children them how to make things using cardboard box, popsicle sticks, and paint, so forth, and then painting. So it was craft and painting. So we teach them how to do a sketch and then paint, how to do layering with painting, how to make something look realistic. So those are the things that I like to do, you know, when I'm not doing music, I'm drawing or I'm painting, you know, or just trying to uplift myself mentally, you know.
Very talented
yes,
brother. It's good to know these things because people see you but they don't know. And you have to have some type of drive, like I said, something that drive you to make you be creative, because writing lyrics and dealing with the music is one thing, but you have to do other things, you know, whether if you're into farming too, it's good.
Oh yes, man, I do a little bit of farming in my yard over there at Black Orchid Street, you know. I have down pineapple, I have sage, I have aloe vera, I have what the next one name, family to aloe vera, what do they call that one? They will look like the cactus. I have soursop, custard apple, sorry. What else? Scagineel, I have scagineel, I have fever grass. Yeah, vervine that grow well, I have vervine. You know,
Health is wealth.
You know,
so
I
we
try
need
to do a couple of things. I have some mango at the back there where I get from this big tree right here.
Yes, I.
Yes, man. So we try to do a lot of things. You know, we try do things to occupy with time and things around us. You know, and just looking after our health. You know, in how we eat and whatnot. So
Very important.
that's important. You know.
Health is wealth.
Yes, man.
Yes, I. And man, I bust one more tune for I man. Anything that I feel like giving a freestyle or if
Yes,
it's something that you write before, just send it to the people through Lion Eye View TV.
Alright. What in the world gone wrong? Man can't set a decent foundation. What in the world is happening? Man the bob and the weave and still can't achieve. What in the hell is wrong with us? Mankind gone astray and lost their way. What is the meaning of all this? People afraid to speak out, unbelieves most wanted. Seems like an uphill climb. Man can't starve, so you're off this side. The things set away nowadays, man no play, but it's like they forget say that we come prepared. Well, they're selling out the sugar from the bun, leaving little alternative but turning to the gun. From police kill citizen. How if we trust them when innocent missing and not then read a judgment? The families will live amongst the feces, give new meaning to the term in deep shit. Because the government they suck we like leeches. When they gonna stop take the money from the needy? Well, zongo zeng, yeah. Pass the herb, pass the koshong peng. Make a blow it to the wind and send this one here to the king. Till then I got a few questions. What in the world gone wrong? Man can't set a decent foundation. What in the world is happening? Man the bob and the weaver still can't achieve. What in the hell is wrong with us? Mankind gone astray and lost their way. What is the meaning of all this? People afraid to speak out, unbelieves most wanted. What will they think of next? Make fake bank account fi share up assets. Must think say poor people don't got no sense, only treat them like dirt when they go ask them for help. Spare me the details or send an email now. Better yet, left a message for me prepaid. How then deal it you, forget your feelings up. And you no need no degree if you say that, they no really know. Best believe, understand, that's how people go. Better retreat, you know. We responsible for make we own way. No reliant pan the government, no care what they claim. You could be your brothers, keep work together for the cake. Food they out there for the taking, every man could get one plate. But instead we kill each other, murder every day. The cycle continues, this is what I gotta say. Question, what in the world gone wrong? Man can't set a decent foundation. What in the world is happening? Man the bob and the weaver still can't achieve. What in the hell is wrong with us? Mankind gone astray and lost their way. What is the meaning of all this? People afraid to speak out, unbelieves most wanted. Unbelieves most wanted. No me though. Bless the love. Rastafari bless. Lion Eye View TV to the world. Oh.
Sing inside the 420 studio. Mobile Malachi.
Nello.
Can't spy.
Player. Roots of my soul, come take a hold of me.
Take a hold of me.
Spiritual ancestors, bless my soul with sin.
Forces of life show signs of what is real.
Sign that is real.
Jah Rastafari always here with me.
Jah always there with
so long as I pay to the world, I come to teach the youths them of the world. Show love and compassion for what is worth. So what is good, make it our concern. Through our ancestors, that's where we learn to have patience and don't get burned. What you put in life, that is what you earn. Don't get weary and don't be worried. Remember where just said, wait for your turn. The life we live is God very own. You live in a glass house, don't throw stone. But remember the tune me do, God alone.
Roots of my soul, come take a hold of me.
Take a hold of me.
Spiritual ancestors, bless my soul with sin.
Forces of life show signs of what is real.
Sign that is real.
Jah Rastafari always here with
circle of the knowledge of it break somewhere. Some of the relatives before we never read or care. But the curriculum they teaching never real out here. European, Anglo-Saxon, then they teach out there. We losing the souls of the ones when we know. The spiritual DNA, the blood run in a way. Leaders alone tie the hands of the poor. Kings of the land, now we're moving on the man. When you're up at the top and you could take no more, can't take it no more. You gave all that you got and then it's still not yours. I beg you please one time, roots of my soul, come take a hold of me. Take a hold of me. Spiritual ancestors bless my soul with sin.
Forces of life show signs of what is real.
Sign that it's real.
Jah Rastafari always here with we.
Jah always there with
to
we.
our parents and our ancestors who bear the burden, let we reach this far. Me mama and papa, brother and sisters, bearing the scars of our slave master. Whenever I'm talking, me say no rumor. Spreading the words is no propaganda.
Such a blessing, me see everything black. There's no forgetting, coming levels intact. But most of all, me feel the energy, the goodness taking over me. Memories of the past life dance to the rhythm, channeling the powers of me ancestors. Hold on, buckle up, prepare for your adventures. Roots of my soul, come take a hold of me.
Take a hold of me.
Spiritual ancestors bless my soul with sin.
Forces of life show signs of what is real.
Sign that it's real.
Jah Rastafari always here with me.